buttons. Goddamn chat. Yeah, you'd think at this point I would have, perfectly understood how to set this up. Ugh. Also, a reminder: High Guard's dying. If you were a fan of that game, it's not me shitting on it. It's kind of sad that it's dying this soon. I feel like games don't die that fast. They usually get a little bit of time. Where were we? We were on what, Doctor last? I think Huntress was next. I fucking hope it's not Huntress. Bubba was next. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how we were going to use any of his perks. Because as we all know, barbecue and chili is the best perk for Pyramid Head. No questions asked. What could be better than barbecue and chili? Also, I mentioned it on the Discord. I was watching some videos on the new Pokemon region. For those that don't know, it's based on Indonesia. That's where the region is. But according to Pokemon's website, it's based on South Asia, which means that Thailand is possible to be an area that they take influence from, which means we might get a Krisu Pokemon. Just saying. Just saying. It's not unheard of. We don't have a Krisu. I don't think we have a Krisu Pokemon. I think the closest we have is like Frostlass, but she's more based on, there's another yokai she's based on. I can't remember the name of. Now this is gonna hurt me unless I look it up. What is she based on? Oh, Unioka. That's what it is. Yeah, Snow Woman. That's what she's based on. Okay, there is no Krisu Pokemon, but I looked up Krisu Pokemon and... I love this. This is genius. It's a ghost poison type, the Tangela variant. I love that. That's great. Oh, that's a good idea for it too. Making like an umbrella with hair. That's cool. That's great. I love this. I love this. Give Tangela some love. That would actually totally work too, because orangutans are native to Indonesia. So like you could very easily like and Tangela has an evolution that's based on an orangutan. Whatever. There's layers to this. I'm happy. Damage 5 gens, destroy 5 pallets, sacrifice or kill 3 survivors, complete a trial. You got it, boss. Who's after? Oh, Huntress is after Bubba. Yes, Huntress, notorious for her amazing perks that will definitely synergize with Pyramid Head in some way, shape, or form. Yes, Huntress. With Beast of Prey and Territorial Imperative and what? Huntress Lullaby. I don't know why that's the one I forgot. Also, chat, if you missed it, I do have a second channel, or technically a third channel, but a second channel now called the Yapping Banette. It is where I will post stream rants and such. I posted one yesterday when we were talking about skill expression. Lullaby is gonna carry. I have to bring Scarlet Egg again. Because I have to hook. I feel like most of these builds have just been me bringing Scarlet Egg every match. There's so many hook perks. There's so many hook perks. I know why, but Jesus Christ. Is there an impossible skill? No. None of Pyramid Head's add-ons have anything to do with skill checks. Nope, never mind. I didn't even select a skin. That's how much I hate that. I think this works. No, this works for Bubba. We decided that yesterday. That's right. Franklin's Demise. Hell yeah. Really? Really? What? What? Here? The gen I spawned on? Yeah, of course, anytime. Like I said, I try to when I get the actual time to do it. Give me your med kit. Damn. I was not checking if anyone had a flashlight. I probably should have. I swear that they spawn on the gen like I spawn on more than I'm realizing. BBQ value, though? That means they're probably right here. Already done. Why didn't barbecue? Oh, it's because I know why. They were hiding behind the gen, so I didn't see them. Coming from this way. It looks like they stopped it. I think Joe went to get her medkit back. Well, this was a short-lived match, wasn't it? Oh, no, she didn't. Damn. I was gonna say. Damn lucky break. Up you go. Can we turn it, though? Probably not. They're healing up. Let's see if those extra 5 seconds are gonna matter for my trails. I think the answer to my question was no. I was guessing dead hard. I was gonna say, I don't think anyone has a flashlight, so I think we're in the clear. Hi, kid. Weave would have been great this match. Well, unfortunately, Bubba doesn't have Weave, so quite the predicament don't we have here, isn't it? And that one gen's gonna go. Yep. I have never realized how big this map is. Balanced? No, balanced. She had balanced, he didn't. Oh no, I can't see where he's going because of a lucky break. What a shame. Yep, last gen's gonna pop. I can't do anything. Yeah, GG's. I was kind of hoping she'd get off of that. I was gonna say, 5-second hinder might make the difference there. One's on that door. I need to push her out. What? Good dodge. GG's. I've been playing making Team Fortress 2 content. I mean, that's fucking cool. I saw you on there a little bit. Keep the game alive. It'll never die. Yeah, I don't make that. GG's. I'm not surprised by the result of this match at all. I'm curious on their builds, though. And I swear, it is so weird the way the spawning's working. Because I swear, I spawned right here, and they were doing, like, this gen here first. Keep Titanfall 2 alive, too. I'm my favorite gunplay. I've told you guys the dev log about Titanfall 2, right? On why the devs said that they don't want to make a Titanfall 3 and it's not money. Lucky break, built to last, quick and quiet, medkit, balanced landing, iron will, fixated lightweight. No gem perks. They still just flew. Who's next? Huntress. So here's the question about that match that I do need to know. One, was barbecue and chili worth it? No. I don't think barbecue and chili was worth it at all because, one, I had to forgo caging. Luckily, none of them had any anti-tunnel stuff, but if they did, I would have to forgo caging. Two, even if I see their aura across the map and they don't get blocked by a gen, which hopefully next patch will be fixed, it doesn't matter. I'm Pyramid Head. What am I going to do about it? I had to walk my ass all the way over there anyways. Franklin's was fun, I guess. I got rid of Jill's medkit, but it doesn't matter. Because getting rid of a medkit, while it can be beneficial, with how fast healing is, it doesn't want... She had botany. It didn't matter. You know? And Knockout kinda got me a hit. I think it got me the down on the Jill because she was slightly slower. Knockout might be one I'm overlooking, and I probably need to test that one a little bit more. But yeah, not like, what the fuck? What are Freddy's perks? Do any of Freddy's perks have anything to do with hooking? Blood Warden does. Okay, cool. Alright. I don't have to run Scarlet Egg on Freddy. Cool. Alright, thank God. What can I run on with this? I need to run Scarlet Egg because of Hunter's Lullaby. I think... I'm just gonna run Mannequin Foot. Fuck it. See if we can get it to work. Or just... Oh. Okay, which skin is the closest to Huntress? Blighted? Franklin's isn't completely useless. It has its moments. The problem Franklin's has is that the items that it's good against, which are toolboxes and, the items it's good for are toolboxes and medkits. Medkits have the problem that healing is so strong with just perks, it doesn't matter. The problem with toolboxes is that most people, I'm not saying all, because I'm one of the very few who doesn't, but most people use toolboxes at the start of the match, so even old Franklin's wasn't even that good against toolboxes. Because you hit the first person, and that's it. Everyone else keeps their item, so who gives a shit? I don't think it's completely useless. It has its moments. It's also a decent counter to flashlights as well, if you want to run it for that, and fog vials when they come out next patch. The other problem Franklin's has is that if your M2 killer doesn't have an add-on that also has the Franklin's effect, well, good fucking luck, I guess. That was something I did for a while, was every killer, like, I think Twins even has one, don't they? Isn't the spinning top? Yeah, Victor's Pounce causes survivors to drop their carried head. Yeah, like, they were doing that for a while. Legion has one, too. Oh, Titanfall 2. Yeah, so Titanfall 2, the game devs came out and said, they said this in a dev stream, they were talking about game pacing. That's what they were doing. It was a dev talk. They were talking about multiplayer game pacing, and what they were saying was what they noticed from their numbers on Titanfall 2 is that while there were the dedicated players, there were not enough players who would stay and play the game for more than 1 or 2 matches. And it wasn't because the game was difficult, or because, like, the matchmaking was bad, or because the game was too complicated or anything like that. It was because the game was so fast-paced, people would just get burned out after 2 matches and stop playing for, like, 4 days. I think with how it works now, since it doesn't deplete the item, I think they should rework it so it works on M2s. I think it's fine now. I understand why they didn't do that before, but I think now it definitely can. The one problem with that is Legion. Then again, you can just pick your item back up, because he's going to run away anyways. And Kaneki. Kaneki's another problem with it, but yeah. No, I think it working with M2s would be fine. But no, yeah, the Titanfall 2 devs have said in the past that the game pacing for Titanfall 2 was so fast that players would play a couple matches, get off the game because they were overwhelmed and exhausted, and not pick the game back up for like a week. Not because they found it boring or because they couldn't make the time, they couldn't keep playing the game. Again, I bring this up with like Doom Eternal. This is another similar thing that happened with that game. People complain about like the platforming segments, but the reason the platforming segments are there is to pace the game out. Because they noticed in playtesting that when the game was just arena to arena to arena, players would just they would get exhausted. So they had to pace out like the down moments of the game. And that's something like a Battle Royale does naturally. That's the entire purpose of generators in Dead by Daylight. It's to pace the game out on the survivor side. Because if the game was just purely chase at all times, this game would get old quick. When afflicted with it? Does incapacitated stop you from carrying items? Or picking items up? I always forget. What is Ada holding? Is that normally how Ada looks? I don't pay that much attention. Was she holding a cell phone? I didn't, you know, in my defense, I didn't even play that much Titanfall 2. I played the shit out of Titanfall 1, though, when it came out. But no, pacing is a very important thing, especially in multiplayer games. And it's a very difficult thing to do. It's why, like, a lot of, it's not like, why, like, games like Overwatch don't, like, it's why the spawn timers are so important. It's not just a balancing thing. A lot of people think it's for balance. It's a pacing thing. Because if you get a team kill, and the enemy just respawns in, like, 2 seconds and just comes right the fuck back, 1, no progress gets made, but 2, you're just right back to fighting again. So it doesn't pace anything else, you know? I'm cool with it. I know a lot of people are mad about the weapon, mostly, and the name. Apparently, a lot of people are mad about the name. I think the judgment is fine. Again, I'm just saying it now. I'd ship it. Pyramid Head and the new killer, I ship it. Man, I can't wait for Huntress Lullaby to do literally nothing. You can't use them anyways. That's also true. It goes right to main building. Good shit. Hi, Dwight. You have a toolbox. Oh. Why would you run that way? And 2 gens done. Hooray. Alright. And that gen is already at 25%. Alright, cool. Goes right to main. Pyramid Head can't do much in main. Okay. I mean, I didn't want to cage you anyway, so that works for me. Where'd she go? Oh. What is she holding? Oh, it's a firecracker. That was good use of it, to be fair. Stop that. Pick you up. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if somehow fucking Huntress Lullaby... Do you have balance? I didn't even notice. No. You might be saying, Bennett, why did you send her to a cage? And the answer is pretty simple. I'm pretty sure someone has head on in that. Okay. Plus, she'll get fucking retormented here in a second. Yeah, she should get retormented once she unhooks Ada. Huntress Lullaby? Is it doing shit right now? Huntress Lullaby? Rare footage of Huntress Lullaby still being lit after 1 minute. I don't think anyone's nearby. Okay, I have to get over there before they do they cleanse the totem because they're right next to it. Oh no, they didn't go to it. Of all the matches. Of all the matches in all the realms, it was the Huntress Adept. It was the Huntress Adept. The Huntress Adept! Alright. Note to self. Note to self, Huntress Lullaby is actually super good on Pyramid Head. I proved it here today, chat. Might be a hot take, but I'm more scared of a killer with multiple P20s than a killer with just P100. No, that's fair. It's one of those things. It's like, I'm not scared of the man who's mastered one gun. I'm scared of the man who's mastered all swords, you know? Is that a real expression? I don't know, but it sounds like a real one. Motherfuckers. What? Sorry, Meg. Do you have decisive strike, Meg? No? Okay. I mean, prestiging also doesn't really mean much again. I'm at like P9 on all my almost all my killers, right? But I've only played Pyramid Head, Springtrap, and fucking Chucky, right? If it wasn't gone 15 seconds. I mean, for sure. I can't believe I turned that around. Oh, wait, they brought two hidden offerings, didn't they? Yeah. It's gonna be in main building. Oh, nope. Adrenaline on the Dwight, though. I don't know. I think the change they did to crowd control really has me excited for how they're going to change the other hexes, because I think that is the step in the right direction. For those that aren't aware, I'm not talking about the main change to crowd control, because a lot of people talked about that, but are you fucking shitting me? Okay. I'm talking about the change to when it lights. It doesn't light until survivors vault something. Which is really, really good in my opinion. That's how most hexes should work. And again, every hex can, with one exception, that's Haunted Grounds. My solution to that is still just put it on a timer. Yep, I was just going to 50-50 it anyways, Dwight. Dwight, give me my Huntress 4K, Dwight. What? Oh. Let me be blind, Dwight. Yeah, so crowd control got changed so it doesn't light until a survivor vaults a window now. Okay, I countered Lythe on Ada. She did vault that one window. I didn't get it. I figured she had it because of how she was playing. Dwight had Deliverance. Didn't matter because I didn't hook him first. It is. It's just a thematic thing, pretty much. It's like Scourge hooks. Like, here's a question. Here's a question for Scourge hooks. Why isn't barbecue and chili a Scourge hook? That's a legitimate question. Why isn't barbecue and chili a Scourge hook? I'm not saying it should be. I'm asking, why isn't it? Who's next, Freddy? Freddy! Not Fazbear, the other one. Hey, I can take Scarlet Egg off finally. Yeah, why isn't barbecue and chili a Scourge Hook? Is it because of the duration? Is it because of the range? What separates all of these perks from normal hooking perks? They didn't exist for Hangman's Trick and Monster Shrine either. So what's the real reason? Again, is it because of its strength? It's all just thematics. And then trying to balance around that thematic. That's all it is. I think Scourge Hooks are interesting. Luck of Hooking Spawned. So, again, just up the duration, decrease the minimum range. Boom. Plus, Jagged Compass fixes that problem. Why isn't Pop Goes the Weasel a Scourge Hook? A Scourge Hook needs to be strong enough to be white. Hangman's Trick. Monstrous Shrine. Hell, I would even argue Floods of Rage. The only strong Scourge Hooks, like quote-unquote strong Scourge Hooks, are Pain Res and Gift of Pain. And it's even arguable if those two are even that strong. If Pain Res is so good, why isn't there a Bible too? I think people are starting to realize this perk is not as good as people lit on. But still, regardless. That's the thing with teamwork perks. Why is Prove Thyself not a teamwork perk, even though by all definitions it is a teamwork perk? What separates it from the teamwork perks? At least in classification. Because the killer still needs to deliver a kick to get value out of the perk. Fair enough. Nope, that's a fair point, Kit. Bible 2, Electric Boogaloo. No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. What about Friends to the End? That's another one, right? Hear me out. Make Friends to the End a Scourge Hook. Up the exposed time to like a minute. And up the aura reading to like 20 seconds or something like that. It's basically already in the game. No, I agree. That's my point, though. It's all just thematics. That's all it is. It's thematics in situations where the perk gets when the perk activates. Friends is no, I'm not saying Friends is bad. I'm just my point is why we could just make it a Scourge Hook. There's nothing stopping us. Fuck it. What if we take Furtive Chase? Hear me out on this. Hear me out. We take Furtive Chase, we make it a Scourge Hook. It does exactly what it does, but you have to put the Survivor on a Scourge Hook. Get rid of the Obsession thing, right? It doesn't have to be the Obsession. If you hook a Survivor on a Scourge Hook, you get 10% haste and undetectability for 18 seconds. And when a survivor unhooks another survivor from a scourge hook, they become the obsession. Why not? Do I think Springtrap should have come with a gen regression perk? I don't think it matters. Why does it matter if he has a gen regression perk or not? Because a lot of new players were coming to him? I mean, maybe, but like... What is Springtrap's... Was it Haywire, Phantom Fear, and... Fuck. Help Wanted? I mean... Maybe. No, I agree with you. I do think Scourge Hook should be powerful for the, because you have to deal with the hook RNG, obviously. But there's one monkey wrench in that fucking statement, and that's Jagged Compass, because now you have to balance every Scourge Hook around this existing. Remember when Behaviors was going to get rid of Gifts of Pain and Floods of Rage's interaction with Jagged Compass? Or when they were going to do that, the community lost their shit? I feel like they were doing that to future-proof this Jagged Compass with other Scourge Hooks. Just in case. What's it? Doesn't Vecna... Hang on, what perk is it from Vecna? Is it... Yeah, I should have been gen regression perk. I don't think it matters. I'd rather the perks be unique than them have to fit some kind of mold. I don't think every killer should have a gen regression perk, a chase perk, and an info perk. I don't think we should do that, because then it limits the perk diversity we're ever going to get. It's also why I hate that Behavior has claimed that the way they've designed perks is one is for new players, one is for experienced players, and one is for fun. That's what they said multiple times. They said that during Unknown. That's why Unknown's perks were so weird, because Unforeseen is supposed to be for new players. Unbound is... I'm sorry. Unforeseen is supposed to be the fun one. Undone... Hang on, I'm sorry. Undone is for new players. Unbound is for fun, and Unforeseen is for experienced players. I don't know, Phantom Fear was good. Forever Entwined was good. That's all we got in 2025. That's about it, really. Wandering Eye was bad, Ravenous was bad. Hex Overture of Doom was bad. Haywire was bad. Help Wanted's not that bad if you combo it with Machine Learning, but even that's not really that worth it. Nothing But Misery is bad, None Are Free is bad. I mean, even the previous year, though, it wasn't really that great. Like, Jagged Compass. Weave, I guess. And what, Unbound and Unforeseen, maybe? For 2024? And I don't even think people thought neither of those were that great on release. It took a while. I don't like Deerstalker because a lot of the killers I play, them seeing your aura makes it a lot harder to land shots. I think for general M1s it's better, but for M2s it's actually worse. I just like Phantom Fear because it gets rid of rats. That's all. Plus, it's better at camping. Yeah, like Vecna, like Dark Arrogance is only good on like 2 killers, Chucky and Xenomorph. That's about it. It's still an okay perk, but like it's really only shines on them. Languid Touch is okay, but no one ever runs it for some reason. Weave Attunement was good, and then they had to nerf it because of how good it was. No one uses Dominance. No one uses Wretched Fate. No one uses Human Greed. No one uses All Shaking Thunder. No one uses No Quarter. Jagged Compass is only good with other Scourge hooks. No one uses Nothing But Misery. No one uses None Are Free, and Forever Entwined is just a feel-good perk. I don't think 2024 perks were any better, honestly. The only good regression perk before Henry was Call of Brine. No, that's true. I'll agree with that. I think. Hang on. 2 can play. Genetic limits. Damn with dark leverage. Nowhere to hide, face the darkness, hubris. Superior name terminus. No, yeah. I mean, I think it was the only regression perk since Vecna. The more I look into it, the only other one we had was Undone, I think. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's not even a matter of it was the only good one. It was the only regression perk we've had since Sadako. I'd be down for that. I feel like if someone's down on the ground for like a minute or whatever, you should just get their aura. I think that's fine. I mean, it's a problem with perk design in general. It's like, again, of the perks we've gotten, like, all 3 of Vecna's a lot of people like. But the only quote-unquote actual good one is probably Turn Back the Clock. Maybe Hex Hive Mind, depending on who you ask. All of Krasu's perks sucked. The only decent perk on Springtrap is Phantom Fear, and that's an info perk. Only good perk on Ghoul is Forever Entwined, and that's a feel-good perk for the most part. Again, Jagged Compass, but only because it facilitates other perks. No one runs any, other than me, no one runs any of Dracula's perks. Again, just Weave Attunement for the most part. Languid Touch you see every now and again. Dark Arrogance on 2 killers. Unforeseen and Unbounds basically are the only 2 you see on Unknown. And again, one of those is killer specific. Hex 2, Friends to the End, I mean. Rapid for M1 killers, and maybe Alien Instinct on Kaneki. That's really about it. Forced Hezi on Pyramid Head. That's about it. You don't see them that much, but I do think Skull Merchant's perks are actually all good now. Pretty much just Nowhere to Hide on Night. Really, no one runs anything on Wesker except maybe Awakened Awareness and Terminus. Maybe. Disillusion. That's about it. No one really runs anything on Sadako because people don't like Call of Brine anymore. You see Grim Embrace every now and again, and Pain Res, obviously. Pentimento, while people think it's, like, really bad now, I still think it's good, but no one runs it anymore. Pinhead had Plaything, Gift of Pain, and Deadlock, all 3 amazing perks that I still see regularly. Nemesis has Lethal Pursuer, arguably one of the best perks in the game. And Eruption, which is a good compensation for killers that can't use Pop. No Way Out from Trickster. Coup de Grace, as much as people hate it, I don't see it enough to think it's a problem. And Oppression, which, as much as they keep buffing it, no one will use for some reason. Undying on Blight, Blood Favor on Blight, depending on the killer. No one uses anything on Pyramid Head. Most of I see a decent amount of Deathslinger's perks, to be fair. Yeah, so that's my point though, is like we don't really get that many good perks in general. That even includes on Survivor's side. I mean, what was the last, like... I mean, honestly, 11. Since 11 and Dustin have come out, how often do you see their perks? I haven't seen Bada Bada Boom since day one. I have not seen Change of Plans since day one. I have not seen either of their teamwork perks since day one. I see Ghost Notes sometimes on V. That's about it. I don't even see conviction that much anymore. I haven't seen, even after it came out, I haven't seen any of Rick's perks. Do no harm every now and again. That's about it, really. I rarely see Shoulder the Burden, even though it's really good. I don't see Trevor's perks that much. I don't see Laura's perks that much, other than Finesse. I don't see any of fucking the Troops perks. Rarely do I see Sable's perks. Champion of Light's the exception for Alan. I see Chemical Trap sometimes, but ever since the hype died down for it, never see it. Nicolas Cage had Dramaturgy, and I see Plot Twist. And see... Okay, fair enough. Nick had some good perks. I rarely see Gabe's perks. I see Made for This every now and again. Renato, I see Background Player, and that's about it. I don't think I see any of Felita's perks. I run Cut Loose because I think it's fun. I see Fogwise, and I do see Quick Gambit every now and again, but not enough for it to be relevant. Hyperfocus on Rebecca and maybe Reassurance. And almost never see any of Ada's perks. Never see any of Hattie's perks. Never see any of fucking Yoichi's perks. I see Overcome every now and again. Usually right after a new killer comes out. Like, we haven't gotten good perks in general. It's not just killers. It's part of the problem, I think. And I don't even think it's necessarily because, like, the devs are running out of ideas. I think they're just scared to make good perks. I use Discordance on P-Head. I mean, it's decent on him. I don't think it's bad. What the fuck would an in-game build look like on Pyramid Head? Does Pyramid Head have an in-game build? Henry, yeah, Henry's the exception. All three of his perks are at least decent. Again, I do think people overhype Hive Mind, but you can't deny it's still decent, right? I've seen a couple people use Secret Project to good effect, and Turn Back the Clock, obviously. I mean, no one's stopping you, Darth. You can put the idea out. Oh, hang on. Who are we on? Freddy? Does Blighted make sense for Freddy? For the skin? I think it does. I think Blighted makes the most sense. I like how I'm going from a killer where I don't have to hook anymore straight to a killer where I'm gonna have to hook because of Hangman's Trick and making choice. I think Blighted makes the most sense for Fetty. Well, the thing is, there's ways around it. Most of the time, and Ken exacerbates the issue, and I keep saying this so many times. The fact that Ken gets a down with his M1 is part of the problem with Ken. And I will die on that hill. I will die on the hill. Ken downing with his M1 is part of his problem. And I don't know how you fix it unless you just make it so if he M1s you after dashing for like 5 seconds, it counts as an M2. Because, again, I've mentioned this before, Shoulder the Burden is a good example, right? Because Shoulder the Burden is what's exposed on the survivor, in theory, I'm just saying in theory, that means that killers like Blight and Nurse can't just down the person who activates Shoulder the Burden. Therefore, it's a nerf to them and a buff to M1 killers who can actually get the exposed proc. It doesn't work like that way in practice, but in theory, that's the point. But yeah, maybe when he's at range, it counts as a special attack. Ooh, that's actually not a bad. I don't hate that. I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea at all. Again, it's not like Ghoul needs it, right? Like he's running like force slowdown anyways, and most of them don't require M1s. But again, the problem is like you can't make a good exposed perk now. Like look at Ravenous. Ravenous is a good example. One of the best user of Ravenous in the game is Kin. That should not be the case. I think I have to repeat a door. Couple problems with that. One would be how does that tie into the rest of the kit apart from just adding it thematically? And two would be the shit. I thought I was on Freddy Fazbear's for a second. Would be the accessibility problems of jump scares. That's something that Doctor suffers from right now too. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for it. You think if he tried to loot me, he would have lasted longer? I think if he did. Yeah, Singularity is another example of that. That's part of why Singularity was so good, is because he's an M1 killer. Not in the traditional sense, but in the sense of, again, in the sense of he just... That was good. He's so scared. They're so scared to get tormented. Oh, he just left. David probably has, what's it called? I can't hit that. I don't know why you dodged it. David probably is dead hard, like 100%. Whenever you hook a survivor, gain a token up to 4. When you gain 4 tokens, all gens explode. What? But that has nothing to do with the perk's original design. What is it? What does that have to do with the perk's original idea of? David, I know you have dead hard. You're staring behind you like you got it. Damn. Really? You would rather just take the M1? Okay. And David is giving up. Wow. And you still get tormented anyways. Well, it's not even, for me at that point, it's not even a matter of, like, changing the perk icon or anything. It's just, like, if the whole, like, thematic of the perk is about, like, making gen progress take longer, why wouldn't you, like, why would you change that? You know what I mean? Can you guys just take a trail? It's like, okay, let's rework Prove Thyself, and now, like, it has something to do with totems. Like, why? Are you fucking shitting me? Brother, just take the torment. Just take the torment. You're gonna get hit anyways. Hi, Leon. Goodbye. Here's David. Well, no, they would have to nerf Singularity first. Something tells me, I'm calling this now, he saved his dead hard. Just watch. I'm checking his build after this. It's Miss, I never want to be tormented. Well, I'll give you credit there. You didn't get tormented that time, Robin. Well, no, I agree. They won't buff it for because of its effects on certain killers and whatnot. But like, if we're gonna rework it, I would still want it to do something with the exit gates. Is my point. You know, that would be my point. What? Oh. Delita, you just got lucky as shit that the Leon bot was there. Pop it, get tormented, that's what I thought. I just got teabagged by a bot. I hate this place. Oh. Sorry, Leon bot. My idea is still just make it so that when you have Haywire, once the gate hits 99, it just goes back to 50% immediately. Let's see, what did they have? Dead Hard made for... and Kindred, that's the other reason why. Of course. Robin didn't have anything. No. No. Okay. Okay. Here is my guess at what happened. The Robin and the Leon they're teamed up. This is a duo. And the Leon was going for flashbang saves. Because Petrified Oak. And when he realized that I kept tormenting everyone no matter what, he just DC'd because he couldn't get any flashbang saves. I can almost promise you that's what happened. None. I don't think there's a single license that behavior could add that would make me mad. As long as they do it right, I don't care what it is. We talked about this before, right? Like, if they add Star Wars, I'm cool with that, as long as they do it right. As long as they do it right. Well, no, that's the thing, Lynx. That's why I don't think it should slow the gates. I think once it hits 99, it just sends it right back down to 50%. Or you take my Haywire idea, or my Remember Me idea I had years ago. You take my Haywire idea I did years ago, where when you activate the exit gates, your terror radius, you become undetectable, and your terror radius spawns on the exit gate. For like 30 seconds or something. What do you mean every adept with Pyramid Head? We're going through every single adept. We're not trying to 4K or anything, but we're going through every adept on Pyramid Head, just going through all the perks. It gives me B-roll and lets me test out like every perk in the game just to make sure there wasn't anything I missed. And see if maybe we can find anything interesting that might like actually work really well in Pyramid Head that we don't think about. I think I'm going to bring Seal this match. So hear me out. Hangman's Trick, again, I've talked about how... Or, Hangman's Trick. I've talked about how okay this perk is in the past. Again, a lot of people like focus on the info it gives you, but a lot of times the info it doesn't give you is also just as important because you know that people aren't around those hooks. But the aura reading from this on top of surveillance means that I might know exactly which gens they're on, which means I can hit them with a cheeky seal hit. Made a choice is harder to make work on Pyramid Head because he's Pyramid Head, but we'll see what we can do with that. Closest thing to Pig is probably, I think the base. I think base is closest. I was talking to some friends about the 10th anniversary theory of Star Wars. I don't think it's Star Wars now. I don't think we're ready for it yet. And I don't mean that in the sense of like if they add it, I'll be mad. I just mean in the sense of if they add it now. I just don't think it's time to add it. Where opening the exit gates and the opposite exit gate opens instead. I've heard that idea. I just don't know how frustrating that would be in solo queue. Because if it still does the flashing lights thing, like we're all assuming it would, even if it got changed, you would know. But the problem with making it the opposite exit gate is that if you're in solo queue and your teammate is on that door and doesn't stop opening it, I guess you could just run to the other exit gate. But then if they don't open it for whatever reason, and then you're stuck on the other one opening the other gate, then you're opening the gate that your teammate was just at, and then you're screwed anyways. You think Bloody works better than the base for Pig? I guess it is red, technically. But no, there's genuinely not a single license I can think of behavior could add that I would be like, no fucking way, this doesn't belong. Again, like, I would have to see how they do it. Because there are some licenses that aren't innately horror, and I think a good example of that is like Tokyo Ghoul, right? We all joked about Tokyo Ghoul coming to DVD, but like, and I didn't think it would work, but they made it work. They had to retcon a few things and make their own story, but I think it worked. Same with Dungeons and Dragons. I genuinely think Vecna is a well-designed character that fits into Dead by Daylight. But if you told me that, I think at the time when the leaks were happening for Dungeons and Dragons, I didn't believe people. Because it seemed too outlandish. But I think they made it work. I genuinely do. What if they made the exit gates close slowly after opening? You would have to remove in-game collapse, pretty much. Yeah, no, yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a couple, like, I've said it before in the past, like Jeepers Creepers. I would be very upset if they added Jeepers Creepers to this game. But for the most part, like, again, Friday the 13th doesn't have, like, the cleanest of not Friday the 13th. No, yeah, Friday the 13th. Like, Friday the 13th doesn't have the cleanest of histories. But, like, I don't have a problem with them adding Jason. He's so iconic, I don't see why not. Plus, he's been owned by so many different people. Like, that one's harder. Or again, like, Hello Neighbor. Bendy is another weird one. Bendy's in this weird place because of, not Bendy, I'm sorry, Poppy. Poppy Playtime is another weird one. Because I hear a lot of people who want that in here. But I think the controversy with the NFT stuff would be front and center for a lot of people. It was the same thing with Springtrap, right? A lot of people had problems with Scott Cawthon's past. Even with Stranger Things, a lot of people don't like that Stranger Things is in the game because of the whole Israel thing. So, like, yeah. It's... I feel like it's a complicated and more nuanced topic than people give it credit for. But yeah. And real serial killers. I think that would upset me if they put in a real serial killer. I've talked about this in the past. I feel like Clown as a stand-in for a lot of real-life serial killers, I think is fine. I think he works. Same with Doctor, right? Doctor is, and I use this word not endearingly. I need to make this very, very clear. I use this word not endearingly. Doctor is based on a real person, and he's a homage to that person. I use the term homage in the sense that he is very clearly that person in almost every way but a few. And again, Clown is Gacy, Dahmer, and oh my god, Bundy. He's like a mixing pot of of Gacy, Dahmer, and Bundy. And I think that's fine. Homages to those people are fine, but I think directly referencing them, like name dropping them, would be a mistake. The yapping Bennett always. Halo would be an interesting one too. I think we could definitely we could do that with like the Flood or whatever. Again, I don't think the game's ready for it yet, but I could definitely see them making it work. The Terrifier. I mean, I think Terrifier is fine to add. It's nothing like egregious. Like, I don't think there's an egregious reason not to add him, other than you just don't like the franchise, which is fine. That's a good enough reason to not want him in the game, but you know. Who were a part of it, all the money made from the NFTs was donated to charity. Fair enough, Darth, but does that's where this whole thing becomes. That's where see, situations like that are where it becomes nuanced on the conversation, because the argument could be made it shouldn't have happened in the first place. They shouldn't have let it happen, even if they have fixed it, quote unquote. It doesn't, like, for some people that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's that's why these kinds of conversations are so hard to have a lot of the times, because of all the nuances and different perspectives on what is acceptable, what isn't, what makes up for it, what doesn't. Has enough time passed? Was the action that reprehensible? A saying Hilly Survivor? That would be fucking badass. Tartarus? That would be badass. I love that there's two Bennett's on screen. There's two Bennett's. Where's the second Bennett? What? There's a second Bennett. Where's the second Bennett? I mean, again, no, Greymon is definitely the horror of Halo. I think the way you have to do it, it would have to be a Flood form. Oh, Chucky and Pia. I'm so excited for Gen 10, by the way, for Pokemon. I'm so excited for Gen 10. Like, legitimately, I'm super excited for Gen 10. Ugh. No. I'm not saying you're defending them at all, Darth. I'm not putting words into your mouth. I'm just making the point that for some people that's not enough. For some people, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Shao Kahn? Now, I could see it. I would love to see a Mortal Kombat collab for Dead by Daylight. I think it works. What is that Jake outfit? Why does he look naked? No, I would love to see Mortal Kombat in Dead by Daylight. I don't know if I would want a full chapter, but again, I've said this before, like with Scooby-Doo, right? I don't think Scooby-Doo works that well as a full chapter. But for cosmetics, I mean, a scorpion skin for Deathslinger would go so hard. It would go so hard. My left field pick is Muramus from TF2. I still want Pyro. I want a Pyro killer. I don't care if it's Pyro from TF2. I want a Pyro killer so bad. Unless they stop suing like everyone. That's just how Nintendo's always been like that. I don't know why people think this is a new thing. They've always been like that. We just didn't really hear about it too often. Do you guys remember what happened with another Metroid 2 remake? Does anyone remember this? Another Metroid 2 remake was a remake of Metroid 2 that a fan worked on for like 10 years. 10 years. It wasn't a solo project. It was mostly a solo project, but he definitely had help. But he worked on this shit for 10 fucking years. And Nintendo made him put it down, or else they were going to sue him. And the reason they did that is because he released it the year before that Nintendo was making their Metroid 2 remake. I didn't think you'd just take it like that. Did he life? Hangman's trick value? Hangman's trick value! There's someone right over there. I just saw it. Let's go. Oh. Sure. How do I want to do this? Jake Park. Did she get off it? I think she got off it. Make your choice. Kayla. Technically, that's make your choice value right there. Nothing on Hangman's. That means that I know they're not there. And I know they're not on that gen. Bro just said Jake Park. Jake Park, you have relied on Lithe for far too long. It has been your crutch. Today, I'm going to make you regret that choice. You must choose. Do you want to go over the pallet or through the pallet? Either way, I will hit you with an M2 of some kinds. Live or die, Jake Park. The choice is yours. Oh, he dead-harded it! What a good dead-hard. Jake Park, you live. Damn. Okay, Jake is dead hard. I need to remember that. Thing is, if I... Oh, blast mine. If the thing is, if I cage him again... Jurassic Jake Park chills. Live or die, make your choice. What? V, you must complete the gen. Oh, damn, dude. Did she really just run right through that? This would be the Jake Park, by the way. I love Temple. Also, I'm down to 2 gens now. There's no way. There's no way I win this match. I can't believe I hit that blind. Hey, Jake. Jake, you don't get dead hard next time. Could you imagine if he hopped back on that? Spinosaurus? No, it's got to be the Indoraptor, right? It's got to be a raptor. Yeah, I'd lose this match. Remember, Jake does not have Dead Hard now. I can't see where he went. V. Yeah. GG's. Dude, the Gigasaur from Ark? I mean, you could do... There's so many options. I feel like a Raptor has to be the choice, though, right? I got her on the rebounds. Don't you just love it when you're playing a killer whose entire power has nothing to do with picking people up or hooking them, and then you get perks that involve picking people up and hooking them? Don't you just love it? You don't have Dead Hard. I got a 2K! Pig's perks have literally 0 synergy together. I mean, technically... In the name of Chip. What if Pyramid Head could send survivors to the basement? That's an interesting thought. What if Pyramid Head could send survivors to the basement? What if the first cage always goes to basement? The second cage follows the logic it has now, and the third one is the final judgment. Or an add-on. I could see it being an add-on, too. It would have to have a downside, though, I feel. Who's next, by the way? Clown? I remember this very distinctly. Remember when we got to Clown on Springtrap and I was having, like, a ball because his perks work so well in Springtrap? That is not the case here. These are so bad for Pyramid Head. All three of these, except for maybe Chlorophobia. Do I run Scarlet Egg again because I have to hook people for Pop? I'm not going to run Scarlet Egg this time. I'm not. I'm going to run Music Box. And fucking, Ceremony Book. We're running Music Box and Ceremony Book. I don't care. In fact, no. Yep, nope, yep. And Bamboozle, you know. That iconic Pyramid Head perk. All right, what skin? What skin? I think we're at 50 now. We're like at the halfway point. Reminder: I did take like almost 3 weeks off, and I have well, I think Dead by Daylight's stat website is down. Well, I can't tell you. The stat website's down apparently. Oh nope, it was just loading. Okay. I'm at 44.6 hours as of 2 days ago. Because it usually takes 2 days to update. We do about an hour a night, so I'm probably at like 47-ish hours now. After Pyramid Head is Skull Merchant. Blighted? Do you think Blighted makes the most sense? Because Clown is gross? Okay, it's a toss-up between these two. Discuss while I put points into Skull Merchant. I don't know, like... Yeah, it's Merchant. Playing Gibbous. It was a charity goal for Skull Merchant to be next. I didn't think we were going to hit $400 in charity. I didn't think we were going to do that. Every time. This happens every single time. Every single time I do a charity stream, I set some impossible goal that I don't think we're going to hit, and then we hit it somehow. Every single time. Ravioli. What's Skull Merchant's office phone? Oh, that's easy. Where is it? No one say it. Hang on. Where is it? I was just on it, wasn't I? Yeah, this one. Low power mode. This is her office phone. Did the goblin overdose on goblets? I don't know. Gibbous was here the other day during Silent Hill stream. I know a lot of people would hate it, but I really wish Dead by Daylight would do more funny skins, personally. I do want a cardboard box Pyramid Head skin. And I really wish Konami would be down with it. Hold the 3-gen, please. I beg you. I beg you. We'll see what we can do. I say that I've been saying this for a while, though. My problem with Skull Merchant isn't even... My problem with us doing Skull Merchant is not that she's bad. I don't care. I've played bad killers in the past. I don't mind. I'll make her work, right? My problem is just, is there anything to talk about with her add-ons? Is my question. Like, what do you want me to say about Prototype Rotor? Other than the obvious, right? What do you want me to say about infrared upgrade, right? Like, that's going to be the conundrum I'm going to run into. But I was going to run into this problem with other killers too, so it's best that Skull Merchant gives me kind of like practice on that. I want more funny skins, and I want more sci-fi skins. Genuinely. I genuinely think... I want, like, a mecha Trapper skin so bad. I want, like, a Terminator skin for Trapper so bad. Yeah, I like my Trapper fit, by the way. What is this? Was I wearing... I was probably using this for turn 2v8. I want, like, a mecha Trapper skin so bad. I think we're going with this one for Clown. Mecha Jason skin for Trapper? That would go so hard, but I wouldn't want Jason in the game first. Oh. Fine. I didn't want to play the match either. Darth, the thing is, though, the devs... I keep saying this. We don't even know the Skull Merchant rework is happening. I'm not going to say that it's not happening, but the devs did say that if the number tweaks put her in an okay spot, those are their exact words. If people were happy with it and it put her in an okay spot, they are not going to rework her. And no one bring up the one Skull Merchant main. No one do it, because that's not fair, and you know it's not fair. That canonically have the HUD? What do you... Skull Merchant, I understand. Why would Hunters have the HUD? I'm confused by that statement. If the Skull Merchant rework happens in the middle of the 100 hours, by the way, I'd actually appreciate that. That would be really, really good for me, because then I can do all the add-ons of her original, and then I can do videos on each of the other ones, you know, because they got updated. Huck's not Huntress. Okay, my bad. Okay, I was so confused. I was like, Huntress has, like, no technology. She lives in the woods. Yes, Pixel Bush. That was who I was talking about. Now, hate to Pixel Bush. I'm just saying that his word isn't the only one that matters about Skull Merchant. And again, much love to, like, Meiji, right? Meiji isn't the only one who gets to make decisions about what happens to Plague. Are you shitting me? Well, I found the survivors. Balanced landing. He's the one and only Scully name, but that doesn't... But that doesn't mean he gets, like, he's the only one who gets a say. That's my point. No, I'm sure everyone was on that gen at the start. I am not doing that gen up top. You can't make me. Fine.
Works for me. I actually might have time to get back to that gen to pop it. Probably not. Somewhat similar to Houndmaster. I mean, again, that's a weird question of like, do they need it? Because I don't think Huntress needs a rework at all. I think her kit like works fine for what it is. That was brave. That was really brave. Oh, hi, Michonne. You gonna commit or... Nope, I didn't think so. I don't know why you wouldn't commit. I get more value out of removing her DS than Pop Goes Weasel. But no, I mean, again, that's the problem, right? Like, and someone mentioned it, it's like, well, yeah, Pixel's the only one saying anything. But, like, again, does that mean he's the only one allowed to say anything, you know? Oh, you don't have Sprint Burst back because Pyramid Head's stupid. Good dodge. I think she got it back right there. Also, that's another benefit, by the way. Here's another benefit, by the way, of caging people. Is that they don't get their exhaustion back either if you come fast enough. Yeah, I tunneled the Rebecca out. Fuck you. Did Michonne have a... I don't think Michonne had a flashlight. I don't think she's a real doctor anyways. Probably bought a degree online. Michonne... probably went over here. Doubled back into the house, and then came back over to Laura. Is that Red Herring? I think someone's running Red Herring. Yo, fucking more power to them. Oh, this... I have such a good 3-gen here. I have to hold this. I have to hold this. There is a counter to Blast Mine. It's turn back the clock. Not even close, Laura. Pop this one again. I know I said I had to hold that 3-gen. Oh, I thought she'd be risky. Okay. Cage her, head back over to that gen. Yes, pop probably would have been better, but the time it takes me to cage her, probably, or hook her, I might actually lose the gen anyways. Break this. Also, yeah, like, I think Blast Mine is niche enough that it doesn't need, like, a counter, like, for base kit. Again, we've been through this. Laura dies. Oh, no. Where was that? In my TR, in my TR, in my TR. I was kind of hoping Laura would stick around for the flashlight save there. She did not. 2 on Death Hook, and Laura's probably going straight for Kate. Probably about to call Fong. I'm going to prep this. She avoids the trail, that's good. Bamboozle's giving me more fucking, Good shit, Laura. Bamboozle was giving me more fucking, benefit there from the vault speed than the fucking thing. Laura dies. Bye, Laura. I do have to check this far gen. Yep, crows just went up there over here. She was balanced, I think. Still got her. Bye, Kate. GG's. Boop. I don't think I won that if I didn't tunnel at the Becky at the beginning, by the way. Honestly, Pop wasn't too bad, all things considered. It definitely did save me some time. Bamboozle wasn't bad. I don't know about Chlorophobia. That's definitely a harder one to assess how good it was. Oh. That's what I get for staring at where she could have been. Whoops. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is, Michonne. Ha ha ha! Unless you have balanced. GG's. Sprint burst, ghost no botany, prove thyself. It was red herring on Michonne. Fucking props to her. And diversion. Lucky break, bounce, landing, deja vu. If this Michonne brought any gen progress, I think I lose that match. But I mean, Pop wasn't terrible. Like, again, the problem is just, especially early game, it is better just to cage them. It's just almost always better to cage them. Like, if I cage them, they don't get will make it from Lara. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and again, the Becky was a very good example of that too. Caging her meant that she didn't get her sprint burst, and I was able to tunnel her out right then and there. I should probably bring that up in the caging video whenever I do it. Lightborn blocks the blind screen. That's good enough. I don't know. Like, I don't know how... Like, Blastmine's fine. We've had this discussion before. I remember. I never banned him from the channel, so he can still comment in here. Remember Bud? I don't like calling people out, but remember Bud? Remember Bud? Rancor, Spirit Fury, Haunted... Yo, I can use Leopard Print Fabric! Let's go! Synergy! Let's go! Rancor, Haunted Grounds. What the fuck do I do with this? And before someone says it, I can't use Goblet because it doesn't give you Spirit Fury stats. There was a guy in chat named Bud who, like, we were talking about Blastmine, and they were saying that Blastmine is really overpowered and should be nerfed. And we were trying to steer the conversation away because I was just like, I think it's annoying. I don't think it's really that overpowered. And they would not have it. They were not reading the room. They would not have it. It's just like, no. Blastmine is overpowered. It needs to be nerfed. Blah, blah, blah. For like an hour. I want to run Blackstrap. Oh. Who are spirits? What the fuck? What do we run for spirit? The corrupted? Does that work for spirit? Kit remembers. Kit was getting really mad at them too. Rightfully so, to be fair.
Being 5'11" should be base kit for all men. I'm 5'4", so I'm fine. I'm fine. I like my height. I'm fine. I don't know, flayed or corrupted? I think corrupted works. I will say Bamboozle came in handy more than I thought it would. Ideally, if they're going to like loop like a TL, like Pyramid Head can play it just fine. But, I mean, if they're going to hold WOA anyways, you might as well do it. Plus, it shuts down Shaq immediately. Which Pyramid Head, again, can play Shaq unless Basement's in it. If Basement's in Shaq, you can't play it. At least not as well, because they just go on the outside and then you can't use your power. Dustin! Dustin, we meet again for the first time, for the last time, Dustin. I have not seen your presence in a long time. Clearly, you were just building your power. Our battle will be legendary, Dustin. Legendary. Dustin also brought a flashlight, so... Of course I can do the math on them. Of course I'm going to do the math on them. What do you mean? Hell yeah, I'm gonna do the math on them. I love math. I'm a fucking nerd. Math's my favorite thing. Dustin, we are at your home turf. This is not fair, Dustin. How is this fair? Ada, you're not Dustin. Ada, you're not Dustin. I just realized a slight problem with this is that they probably won't drop pallets against Pyramid Head. Dustin! Dustin! You fool! Or was that Claudette? I don't know. I'm assuming it's Dustin because I hate you. Dustin, you foolish fool. Dustin. Dustin. Oh, Dustin. Dustin! Come back here! This is just the whole... This is the rest of the stream, chat. Just me getting mad at Dustin. Goodbye, Dustin. I hate this map just like Midwich. I hate Midwich more. Nice moves, Ada. Goodbye, Dustin.
I'm just gonna leave Dustin there. They're not even really doing any gens right now. He tried so hard. He tried so hard. It's the Robin. Robin got him. Massive Haunted Grounds value. I got 2 downs because of it. Dustin. Oh, Dustin. Oh, Dustin. 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 Good shit. Dustin, you're about to trigger my trap card, though. How do you go left? Bye, Dustin. You should have just dropped the pallet, Dustin. Man, you guys really don't... Okay. It's just pre-drop city. They don't do anything. She had the chance. Robin's actually ideally where I'd want to go. Waffle House never closes? Yes, it does. Well, some of them do. Especially after COVID, a lot of 24-hour places aren't 24 hours anymore. Hell, my Walmart closes at 11. She went up. Waiting out Dead Hard. I don't believe Robin had a thing. She didn't. Fabric value? Kinda. I mean, like... not as much as it could have been. That was super good pathing. I love Waffle House. I used to go to Waffle House a lot in my army, or not my army days, and when I was a cook or a dishwasher. A brownstone pancake factory. I've never heard of that in my entire life. So yes, while Pyramid Head technically does have synergy with Spirit Fury because of Fabric, the problem is that you don't usually kick pallets anyways. So kind of have to go out of my way to do it, and people don't usually drop too many pallets against Pyramid Head. If they do, it's pre-drops. That's because there's only 2 locations in the state. I mean, I think there's 2 locations in the world, apparently. I've never fucking heard of it. Decisive Strike, Windows made for this dead hard. Hyper Focus, Stakeout, Deja Vu, dead hard. Stakeout, Hyper Focus, Overcome, Finesse. Windows. Windows, Decisive, Resilience. How did they not get the gens done faster? That's insane that they didn't get more gens done, honestly. So I have a 1 in 8 chance I guess your address if I know you. How so? This man's got the Dustin Henderson profile fucking banner. No, 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 Mr. Henderson. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, they got 90 hours on Assassin's Creed 2. I can't be too mad. I still hate Dustin, but I can't be too mad. Bro is Dustin. I think Dustin would play Assassin's Creed. Legion? The leg? How the fuck am I gonna... Mad Grit, Iron Maiden, Discordance. What the fuck do I even do with this? Oh, you're talking to Darth. Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, we got Discord. We have to run Seal, right? Discordance is here. We have to run Seal. And there's not really anything I can run with Mad Grit other than Egg. As much as I hate that I keep using it, but there's so many carry perks. There's so many carrying and hooking perks. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm doing this manually, so that way I can, since I'm going to play her, that way I can get more of the reds and purples than I would if I auto did it. Why are there so many carry perks and hook perks and perks of Pyramid I can't use? What am I gonna do with Iron Maiden? Good night, Darth. What the fuck am I gonna do with Iron Maiden? Okay, what's the cosmetic for Legion? What is it? Is it bloody or normal? I feel like it's one of the two. Let me double check this, by the way. Hang on. Two carry perk, or a carry perk and a hook perk. None. A hook perk. A hook perk. A hook perk and a carry perk. A hook perk, two hook perks. Two hook perks. A hook perk. One hook perk. None. One. Technically two, because you get stacks of thwack. None. One. One. None. 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 One. One, because of Nothing But Misery. Or not Nothing But Misery, none are free. None. One. And one. Great. Iron Maiden is just anti-flashbang. That's also... I never even thought about it that way. Never even thought about it that way. That's a good point. Because they don't have to rush out, they just have to leave a locker, right? Yeah. I love running Mad Grid on Pyramid Head. It's so fucking synergistic, you know? You pick someone up instead of setting them to a cage so you can punish flashlight saves. You know? That's why it's so good on Pyramid Head, because it helps him with the thing he struggles with the most, flashlight saves. This was such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. I think what this is showing us, and this is going to be funny to be in contrast with the Springtrap one, because I kind of want to put them next to each other to see how many perks I give the thumbs down for Pyramid Head. Because it's going to be a lot. Pretty much every hook perk is going to be in the fucking the thumbs down category. Every carry perk is going to be in the thumbs down category. Or at least middle of the road. Like, I think I'm probably going to put Pop in the middle of the road. Because while you don't hook and probably shouldn't hook on Pyramid Head. You know, sometimes you can and you should. So, I don't know. This is going to be fucking weird when we finally do this. By the way, this video is probably not coming out till next Sunday, not this Sunday. One, I'm still getting the thumbnail worked on, and two, I don't think we're getting through all of them this week. Badum. Bad man. Okay. Badoo-boosh. Discordance, don't fail me now.
thought he would run right into it. Leon. Now with shot. Why can't I... What? Where'd he go? Oh, he just kept running forward. That was good. I aimed that way too far right. I gotta stop going for hits. I think I just lose this. And then she goes straight to the school. I can't do anything. Damn. Who's missing skill checks? How have we not gotten a gen done yet, by the way? Damn. Sup? And, alright, I have Scarlet Egg. I forgot. Worth a shot. This is a rough match. I fucked up every way I could. Okay. He's gonna go right into the school. There's no pallet in there except for the one. He just runs straight up. Yeah, he's got no reason not. And he pre-drops a pallet. I guess he really wanted the champion to light me there. I probably should just cage him, but I've got mad quit. And I would like to keep a couple people just in case. And this one gen over here is probably going to pop here in a second. Someone was here. And that one gen down there was 99. This one was 50. Yeah, they just win this. I can't believe they made that distance. Altruism kills, though. Okay. Get him there. See if anyone goes back down. I don't think anyone does. I was kind of hoping they would come back up. Leon might have, what's it called? Dead Hard. Discordance isn't popping because these two are probably resetting right now. Yeah, GG's. No, they both had, oh, Leon and Addy. Good shit. They played this really well. They weren't having any of my tomfoolery. I was hoping someone would come for the save. That's 2 down there. Oh, that's perfect. What am I stuck on? Oh, could you fucking imagine? Oh, I get a 1K out of it. GG's. Mad Grid value! Let's go! Okay. Well, no, I mean, that means Discordance was telling me they were splitting up on gens. That's why I was kind of worried for most of the match. Because Discordance didn't pop but that one time. What a weird conversation. Well, that happened. Oh, chat. What's the animal for tonight? Because I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we have time for plague. Even though plague's perks not too bad for a pyramid head, honestly. I mean, infectious is a staple. Corrupt is good for the beginning of the match. Dark Devotion, I mean, nothing amazing, but, you know, it has its moments. I think I'm just going to do Spearhead Music Box. Oh, hell yeah. 2 Scarlet Eggs. Let's go. Oh, there was a third one. I didn't even see the third one. No. I got so distracted by my wealth. No. Okay. Alright, what's the animal today, chat? In fact, you know what? If no one's got it, I have an idea. Random animal generator. I did not know this was a thing. I am sad that it is a thing that we just realized. Okay. Random animals. Rerun. We've already done a lynx. We've already done a chicken. We haven't done a deer. We're going to do a reindeer, chat. We're going to do a reindeer. Did we do a reindeer? I don't think we did deer. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. I couldn't have gotten a more perfect image if I tried. Sometimes the stars just align, chat. Sometimes the stars just align. We can't... Yes, you can. It's right there. It's right there. You can see it. I'm looking right at it. You calling me a liar? Calling me some kind of clown? Do I amuse you? What is my favorite reindeer? I mean, I could be obvious and say, fucking... Rudolph, right? I think it's Blitzen. Blitzen was an asshole, but like he came around. He came around. I prefer his redemption arc. How long till they make a movie about Blitzen? That's what I'm waiting for. That is sad that erasing that actually just kind of works because it's snow. Not fully, but almost. What is what? It's an ear. It's the ear. Oops. I was gonna say, I feel like this would be so much easier if I just did that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it right. What is... Oh. I had to pick the animal with, like, the most complicated fucking antlers, didn't I? To be fair, this could have been worse. This could have been so much worse. Yeah, there was a whole Invader Zim episode about a moose and why it was scary. Remember, Zim captured all the kids and he was going to send them to a room with a moose. And Mini Moose. Yeah, Mini Moose was in Invader Zim too. I love you, Mini Moose. You're a cool guy. How can you not like Mini Moose? He's such a cool guy. One of my favorite fun facts about Invader Zim is that the last season... So they knew they were getting canceled for the Christmas episode. So they just threw Mini Moose in there for no reason. They gave him no explanation. They were just like, yeah, we're going to throw this guy in here because it's our last episode. How the Adepts game go? A couple of them were pretty rough. The last one we did was Legion of Bad Ham. It did not go well. I got a 1K. And I kind of got my ankles fucking destroyed, honestly. I played like shit, to be fair. Mini Moose, you're a pretty cool guy. Overture of Doom! I am the Krasu, you will fear me. What are you trying to make? We're turning Pyramid Head into a reindeer. So if you're new to stream, every stream we turn Pyramid Head into an animal. And I selected a random animal. And, well, reindeer came up. We haven't done reindeer yet, so I think it works. What? Oh. I was on the wrong layer. I need to see if Richard Horvitz has a cameo, and I need to get him to say Overture of Doom. Just because I think it would be funny. Cool perk name. Terrible perk. You guys remember this song reminds me of it. You guys remember when like YouTube was just like there was those guys? There was like 3 of them. They would post like a daily video essays on games like every single day. This was like 2018. There we go. He's beautiful, chat. Oh shit! I missed the spot. He's beautiful, chat. Look at him. Look at how majestic pyramid is. They were shit videos. They were like really bad. Like if you like took like 5 minutes to like actually pay attention to what they were saying. Majestic. Majestic. Well, chat, with that, I think we're done for the day. Again, we're gonna keep doing the adepts. Again, it's good background footage. 2, it lets me test some things out. And 3, it really just teaches me how fucking bad, Pyramid Head synergy with perks is. Because it's really, really, really bad. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. We might start earlier tomorrow. I thought about it. We'll see. I don't really have any plans, so we might just do that. But I love you guys as always. Have a good one. And don't forget to check out the second channel, by the way. The Yapping Bennett for... I don't know what more we're going to post. There's probably a couple things I can post from today. But that's not going to have like a schedule or anything. I'm just going to post it whenever I feel like it. But I love you guys as always. Oh, what's my favorite adept so far? Honestly, it was probably Clowns, because Bamboozle was actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie.